Hey guys, what's up? This is Bharat. You're watching iGyaan, and Huawei has just launched the P20 and the P20 Pro, and we're going to be unboxing the P20 Pro. So let's quickly get started. We've got the box of the P20 Pro, which is what is expected to launch in India. It has been raining here at the launch event in Paris, so I'm going to try and do a quick unboxing before it starts to pour in again. So what we have is a reviewer's box, and you can see that it has Leica branding over at the front. Once we open it up, we can see the P20 Pro right in the box. The first thing, I'm going to put it to the side. You also get a SIM ejector tool, and once the phone fully launches, you'll also get documentation, which we do not have. Inside the box, you'll see the Huawei Supercharge wall charger. Now this goes up to 4.5 amps. And you also have a USB to USB Type-C cable, which is pretty well built and has purple inside lining. Interesting. You also get a dongle or an adapter, which is a USB Type-C to a standard 3.5mm jack. And also inside the box are Apple EarPod style earphones, which are also USB Type-C earphones. And you also have inline buttons and a microphone to send and receive calls. That's everything from the box. It's time to take a look at the device itself. The Huawei P20 has a really nice premium design with a glass back. You can see the Leica branding over there with the 3 cameras on the back of the phone. Over at the front as well, you get an OLED display with a 2244 by 1080 pixel resolution. The actual aspect ratio is 18.5:9. Just below the display is the fingerprint sensor. The Android buttons also sit on screen but can be replaced with gesture-based navigation for easier access and more visibility on the display. On the bottom of the phone, you'll see the USB Type-C connector flanked on either side by 2 grills. Now one is a microphone grill while the other is a speaker. Over to the right of the device, you'll see the power button, which is easily marked with a red line, which is also sort of prominent with Leica devices. You also have the volume buttons. These buttons are nice and tactile and really easy to use, extremely clicky. Over at the top of the device, you'll see a noise cancellation microphone along with an infrared blaster, and over to the left you'll see the SIM tray, which is a dual SIM tray. So on the back of the device is where all the action is. You'll see the 3 camera setup with the Leica branding. It's got a glass back, really nice finish on the glass there as well. We've got a few different colors. We've got it in the blue color. I'm going to be checking out the twilight color a little later on. So the 3 cameras, one is a 40 megapixel RGB sensor, the other is a 20 megapixel monochrome sensor. Third sensor which has been added is an 8 megapixel telephoto lens, which allows you to go up to 3 times in terms of magnification. Now, combining the lenses, it allows you to zoom in up to 5 times in a hybrid zoom operation, and combining optical image stabilization and electronic image stabilization, Huawei has come out with something that they call the AIS, which is also fully defined as all image stabilization. If we talk about what's inside, the device runs on a high silicon Kirin 970 chipset, which is an octa-core chipset with 4 cores at 2.4 GHz and 4 cores at 1.8 GHz. You also get the Mali G72 MP12 GPU. The variant we have is a 6GB plus 128GB variant. The P20 Pro gets a 4000 mAh battery, and while the P20 has a lesser 3400 mAh battery, both of these devices will support supercharging from Huawei with their 4.5 amp chargers. Now once you do turn on the device, you'll see that it does have standard security features that you see commonly nowadays. So you do get face unlock as well as the fingerprint lock, and you can also see on the display is a really prominent feature which is on the top, which is iconic with the iPhone 10, and a lot of other devices have started to see it now, is the notch. Huawei has added the notch to make the display look wider and bigger, but they've reduced the size of the notch considerably in comparison to the iPhone 10. You'll find that it's running Android 8.1 with EMUI 8.1, so this is the latest in terms of operating system and skin offerings. Huawei has added a lot of AI features within the smartphone, so whether you're clicking pictures to recognize your objects, whether you're clicking pictures of food or your pets, the camera can easily recognize those. You also have lots of AI features within the phone itself, which will get enhanced once the company starts to push out several software updates that it has planned. But right out of the box, the phone feels really fluid and easy to use. So let's take a closer look at the camera app itself. Now the camera app has a whole lot of features that allow you to utilize the new camera setup, which is at the back. So while if you're in a standard or an auto photo mode, it'll capture the image with the optimal settings using AI. But you can also go into a pro mode, which allows you to control all your minute details. So you can set up your aperture, your shutter speed, and even your exposure values, which is great. And you can also set up the white balance and also focus manually. You also get a video mode. You can capture video up to 4K, and you can also switch to the high efficiency H.265 format, which is available in the settings. Now the phone does also do slow motion video at 960 frames per second, but as we've seen in the past with several other devices, it's limited to a small short clip that you can trigger whenever you need it. The front camera is a 24 megapixel camera with an f2 aperture. You also get 3D portrait lighting, which is something similar to what we've seen on the iPhone 10. The portrait images on the front camera as well. I'm going to be testing out all of these features, including testing out the cameras in depth of the Huawei P20 Pro. So if you guys have any questions or queries regarding these two phones, do let me know in the comment section below. If you haven't already, guys, hit that subscribe button to be a part of Team iGyaan, and don't forget to hit that like button if you like this video. This has been Bharat. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.